Thank you for joining us here on Republic TV. It's 7 p.m. You're watching. This is exclusive. The traitors within are being exposed one after the other. One of them has been arrested, and the arrest of one so-called influencer has blown the cover of a deeper, wider Pakistan spy ring. Focus on that. Here are the headlines this evening. The traitors who gave away Indian secrets to Pakistanis arrested. Jyoti Malhotra is her name. We have more details of her involvement and what she shared with Pakistan. He's the man, the Pakistani diplomat. Remember the man who carried the cake? The cake inside the Pakistan embassy on the day of the attack. Jyoti Malhotra, so-called influencer, seen with him. A regular Pakistani visitor went to Pakistan at least 3 times, 2023, 24, 25. More details tumbling into our newsrooms. And we take you to the border. We meet the real heroes, the men and women who stopped every Pakistani drone and missile. It's a special report on This is Exclusive. I have some more breaking news coming in on the show this evening on Jyoti Malhotra, the so-called YouTuber, the influencer, who is now proven to have been a Pakistani spy. Details now coming in. She's in custody. Investigators looking at her role. Fresh evidence emerging against Jyoti Malhotra. Was in touch with multiple Pakistani agents, not just one, multiple Pakistani agents. Fresh digital evidence against the espionage suspect. Her social media videos were just a cover. She maintained multiple devices were maintained by her. She used encrypted platforms to regularly keep in touch with Pakistani agents. More details with my colleague Akhil joining us right now. Akhil, she was in Pakistan a month before Pahalgam. She was seen in Pahalgam. She met the Pakistani diplomat. Video proof of her meeting Pakistani politicians. What more do we know?
Well, that's right, Niranjan. If you see, Jyoti Malhotra, the so-called social media influencer, traveled to Pakistan in the month of March itself. And prior to that, if you see the timeline of this entire incident, she also traveled to Pahalgam itself in the month of January. And if you see, she traveled to Pakistan 3 times in the last 2 years. One, if you see, in 2023, when she went for the Pakistan Day event for an iftar party at Pakistan High Commission, where she met Mr. Danish. And Danish is the person who was expelled by the Indian government on May 16th, this May 16th in 2025. So earlier what we have seen that the NIA team and the military intelligence unit has visited Hisar region, and they have questioned Jyoti Malhotra in this regard. And they're looking at it from 2 different angles. One, from the access point, that how did Jyoti Malhotra manage to get to the access to some senior politicians from the Pakistani establishment. Second angle, which the Hisar police and the intelligence wing of the Hisar police is investigating, is that from where did she got all this money? Was those trips, because if you see, Niranjan, she has traveled to 7 different countries, including Pakistan, Dubai, Nepal, Bhutan, and others, even Thailand itself. So if you see, she traveled to 7 different countries, and she was jobless. Her father was jobless. So from where did she get this money? So was someone else who was sponsoring her tour? So these are the investigation angles from which the Hisar police is looking at it right now. Back to you.
Thank you for that. Thank you for the quick input, Akhil. Let me quickly show you the racket, the ring, and is this how they are connected? Now, there is a person called Harkirat also under investigation right now. He reportedly introduces Jyoti Malhotra, the so-called influencer, to Pakistani diplomats. And Jyoti Malhotra is also linked to Priyanka, another Odisha-based content creator, now also being investigated, being looked at very carefully. And they are then linked to Danish, an expelled Pakistani diplomat. The video showed that they were all in one frame. Now, Jyoti Malhotra interestingly visited Pahalgam and also Pakistan. Visits Pahalgam first, then goes to Pakistan. She's seen with Maryam Nawaz in this picture. There is a video of her interacting with Maryam Nawaz. She's also very interestingly seen with the same man. He's a Pakistani diplomat. He was not a delivery guy. He's a Pakistani diplomat who brought cake. They bought cake inside the Pakistan embassy on the day of the Pahalgam terror attack. Now, that is the connection. Is that the spy network? They're all being investigated. There is no regulation on YouTube, so anybody can post anything. And this is one of the biggest alarms, warning signs for the government that you need to also somewhere regulate content on social media. And tonight on This Is Exclusive, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting you a very, very special report. It's an exclusive report from the border, from the front line, as we introduce you to India's heroes. The men and women who stalled Pakistan at the international boundary in the line of control. From the air defense systems, the Akash missiles, from the artillery, the tanks. These are the men and women, the Indian heroes, the real heroes who stopped Pakistan. We have a special report. Here it is.
सच है विपत्ति जब आती है कायर को दहलाती है सूरमा नहीं विचलित होते क्षण एक नहीं धीरज खोते. These lines of Ramdhari Singh Dinkar holds true for the brave hearts of the Indian Army. Right now we are along the line of control in the one of the forward positions of the Indian Army, where the Indian Army is now deployed, and they have been giving a befitting reply to the adversary from this very area only. Right now we are along the line of control in the Akhnur sector, and here you will see that we are at the one of the artillery regiments of the Indian Army that is all prepared to give enemy a befitting reply. This reply that they have given Pakistan on 9th and 10th of May, and that changed the entire scenario for the Pakistan, because Pakistan was hit where it has not even expected. This area of the Akhnur is known for the Pakistan trying to target these areas. Now we are showing you the drill that is being done by the medium artillery here in the Akhnur sector along the line of control, and here Pakistan was given a befitting reply. Now you will see the drill that they actually follow, and within a minute's time 3 shots are taken at Pakistan. So that speaks volumes about the India's retaliation. And now you will see that the barrel of this artillery, the medium artillery, will move towards the other directions. As soon as they get coordinate from the other side, they move towards the other side, and then the fire, the aim is taken at the Pakistan. The military locations of the Pakistan was engaged on that very day, that is 9th and 10th of May, when Pakistan tried to carry out the targeting of the civilian areas as well as the military infrastructure of the Indian side. But the way Pakistan was given the befitting reply by the India forced Pakistan to come down on the knees, and that was what totally the game changer was here. I am joined by one of the JSU of the Indian Army who will be sharing more details that how this operation was carried out, because this operation was the one that changed the entire scenario. The scenario that how Pakistan wanted to target the Indian positions, the scenario that Pakistan was aiming to hit at India, but everything was given a befitting reply. Joined by me is the JSU of the Indian Army. साहब मुझे ये बताइए, उस दिन पाकिस्तान ने सबसे पहले मिलिट्री पोजीशंस और सिविलियंस को टारगेट किया, आप लोगों ने उन्हें कैसे एंगेज किया?
जैसे हमारे एरिया में हमें तो पहले ही ऑपरेशन सिंदूर के लिए बताया, जैसे पता चला उसके लिए तो हम रेडी थे, बट जैसे हमारे को हायर हेडक्वार्टर ने इन्फो किया, प्लस हमारे सामने जब गोला आना शुरू हो गया तो हमारे को आदेश दिया गया, जो कि हमारा इक्विपमेंट के द्वारा, कि हमें पता चला कि किस एरिया से फायर आ रहा है, उसके अगेंस्ट हम तैयार हुए और जैसे हमारे को देश ये, और हमने एकदम बमबारी शुरू कर दी.
यहाँ पर जो है सबसे ज़्यादा टारगेट अपोजिशन में आप लोगों ने एंगेज किए, 20 से ज़्यादा टारगेट बताए जाते हैं. किस तरह से आपने ये इंश्योर किया कि प्योरली मिलिट्री टारगेट्स को एंगेज किया जाए, सिविलियंस को ना टारगेट किया जाए?
सर ये हमारे पास पहले से माध्यम से हमारे पास इसका रहता है, डाटा रहता है हमारे पास कौन सा टारगेट मिलिट्री है, और इंडियन आर्मी तो कभी भी सिविलियन के ऊपर कभी भी फायर नहीं करती है, ये तो हमारा दस्तूर है, ना ही हम करना चाहेंगे. और जैसे हमारे को आदेश मिला कि हमारे को इनपुट मिली कि हमारे ऊपर इस टारगेट से फायर आ रहा है, उसको हमने एंगेज करने के लिए हमारी जो गन्स को एकदम शॉट किया और उनको एंगेज किया, और वो कुछ समय के लिए शांत हो गए.
सर हैवी आर्टिलरी, जब आपने आर्टिलरी, मीडियम आर्टिलरी, हैवी आर्टिलरी का उपयोग किया, उसके बाद के पाकिस्तान के डिफेंसेस जो हैं इतने कमज़ोर थे कि उसके बाद वो दोबारा उठ ही नहीं पाए?
अभी उनका तो क्या है कि फायर तो उन्होंने किया, लेकिन जैसे माध्यम यही है, उनकी फ़ौज भी सेम ही है। जब एक तरह से बमबारी भारी पड़ जाती है तो वो अपना सेफ्टी पोजीशन ले लेते हैं। तो कुछ समय के बाद जैसे उन्होंने शाम को फिर दोबारा सीज फायर किया था, तो फिर जैसे उन्होंने सीज फायर किया था दोबारा हमने सेम कार्रवाई करते हुए उनको नस्ते नबूद कर दिया।
निस्त नाबूद किया। सर ये जो मीडियम आर्टिलरी है कितना टारगेट एंगेज कर सकती है, किस लेंथ तक?
सर इसका रेंज तो 25 से 30 किलोमीटर है और नंबर ऑफ टारगेट्स की तो कोई लिमिट नहीं है, जहाँ पे बोलेंगे वहाँ पे हम उसको एंगेज करेंगे।
और वो आपने किया भी है इस बार?
बिल्कुल किया है हमने एकदम, जो हमने पहले ग्राउंड पे प्रैक्टिस ट्रेनिंग में जो बोलते हैं कि हम 1 मिनट में 3 राउंड निकालेंगे, तो उससे बढ़िया ही किया हमने और अच्छा हमारे को रिजल्ट भी मिला है।
So more than 3 rounds a minute, that is what the Indian Army has done here on the ground zero, because this was actually the game changer for the Indian Army in the line of control. We are at the Aknoor. This is the Operation Grand Slam's place that was planned by Pakistan but was totally foiled by the Indian side. This was actually the retaliation from the Indian side, which left Pakistan with no other option but to beg for ceasefire from the ground zero. We'll try to speak to also the other troops that are here of the Indian Army. साहब उस वक्त तो बिल्कुल फायर आ रहा था आप लोगों के सिविलियन इलाकों पर, तब कितनी बड़ी चुनौती थी, क्योंकि यहाँ से फायर करना है, आपको पोजीशन होल्ड भी करनी है और दुश्मन को भी ख़त्म करना है?
देखिए, सबसे बड़ी चुनौती तो हमारे लिए ये थी कि हमें जो है अपने सिविलियन की जान बचानी है, और सिविलियन की जान बचाते बचाते अपनी जान भी साथ में बचानी है, और उसी के साथ जो है दुश्मन पर इफेक्टिव फायर भी करना है। तो उस समय हमारे लिए बहुत चुनौती थी।
तो सर चुनौती से पार किस तरह से पाया आपने?
देखिए, हमारे अंदर एक जोश था और उसी जोश के कारण हम उस चुनौती को पार कर पाए।
जोश था, जोश से चुनौती को पार कर पाए हैं। विल ट्राई टू स्पीक टू सम मोर ट्रूप्स ऑफ द इंडियन आर्मी हियर। सब अभी किस तरह की तैयारी है सरहद पर, क्योंकि हमने देखा कि उस दिन आप लोगों ने जो जवाब दिया उससे दुश्मन बिल्कुल शांत जरूर हो गया, लेकिन अब तैयारी कैसी?
हमारी तैयारी वैसी सेम ही है। अभी हम 24 आवर्स के लिए हम वैसे ही हम तैयार है, F-85 के लिए तैयार है हम। बिल्कुल मतलब अपना ये नहीं है कि हम लूज अभी तक हुए नहीं, वैसे जैसे आए थे वैसे के वैसे ही।
ऑपरेशन सिंदूर जारी है?
हाँ जी, हाँ जी, अभी तक हमारे के लिए जारी है।
हमारे लिए जारी है। दिस इज व्हाट इट इज कमिंग फ्रॉम द इंडियन आर्मी, एंड दैट टू फ्रॉम द ग्राउंड जीरो, बिकॉज दिस इज द प्लेस दैट हैज decimated the nefarious plans of the Pakistan to target the Indian army, to target the vital installation. And when India resorted to engage the military positions of the Pakistan, Pakistan literally came down on the knees, begged for the ceasefire that took place. But it was the might of these brave hearts and these machines of the Indian army that actually changed the game for Pakistan.
भारत माता की जय, 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 भारत माता की जय।
In Operation Sindoor, the India's air defense system has played a key role. Right now, we are at the control room, that is the Akash Tir, which is an indigenous made system of the Indian forces, but has proved to be metal for this operation that has been carried out. And this control room actually decides the fate of the adversary's threat to India, because they not only analyze the threat that actually takes off from the Pakistani air base, be it the Sargodha air base or the Noor Khan. They have eye on each and every base of the Pakistan, and any threat that comes out of there, that is taken, analyzed, and then a response is generated. The response can be in the form of the air defense guns that fire the 40 mm shells at the location of these hostile threats, and that can decimate them, or if it is a missile, that can be given a reciprocal response by the Indian Army. Here you will see that they are keeping a strict vigil on what is happening on ground, and using this radar system that is part of this entire Akash Tir system, they are keeping an eye on what is happening, and whenever they see any threat being thrown to the Indian side, they evaluate that threat and a befitting reply is given. Right now we are at the control room of the Akash Tir, joined by me as an officer from the Indian Army. Sir, how this has been helpful in the ongoing situation, especially the Operation Sindoor, because we saw a barrage of threats coming from Pakistan. No one crossed the boundary, but there was a barrage of threats from across the border.
First of all, I would like to mention that Akash Tir system, it is a automatic command and control system. This system has played a pivotal role in Operation Sindoor, and we have successfully destroyed all the enemy drones oblique the aircrafts that have crossed the LC, and they have come into our own territory. We have successfully destroyed all of them. Whatever mission and objective that has been given to us, that was achieved by us due to the composure and the professionalism of our troops. Akash Tir, regarding the Akash Tir, I would like to mention that this is the nerve center of the air defense operations. Whatever gets airborne, whether in our territory or the enemy territory, we gets the feed of that somebody has got airborne, and as soon as that data is received by the Akash Tir, Now it does the threat evaluation of that thing, that whether this is hostile or friendly. The same data is sent to the weapon end, whether gun or a missile. Further, the guns, if they are told that this airborne object is approaching you, then they are given a go-ahead that you can go for it and you can shoot down that hostile enemy drone. And we have been successful in destroying 100% of the enemy drones that have taken airborne from the enemy.
So you said 100% of the threats have been neutralized, but what we have seen that since now there is a peace prevailing on the borders, but are you on the alert mode like you have been during the initial days of the operation?
Yeah, definitely. Actually, we are always in the state of readiness. Every time in peacetime, if we are not at a forward location, we are back in our peacetime locations. That time also we are preparing for war. So we are always ready and to get the enemy down.
We have seen that probably for the first time this has happened to the India, that these kind of airborne threats have come into being, and no one has expected that this kind of a response will come to the adversary by the India's own air defense system. How capable this system is, because last time we saw it was in the Israel when their air defense system blocked every threat from adversary, and now is the Indian own air defense system that is proving to be a metal.
Actually, this is not the new thing that has happened to us. We have been learning from our neighborhood and the Middle East as well, Israel and Palestine and even the Azerbaijan and Armenia. The same kind of situation they have faced in their war. So we have been continuously learning from their experiences. And our team of officers, Jawans, they used to visit them, and we have carried out a range of experiences. We have made a list of lessons learned from them, and we have used that in our Operation Sindoor as well.
The Indian air defense system has proved that why it is the best of all. It was the Akash Tir integrated control and command system that has decimated all the plans of the enemy, and one of the key aspect and the key component of this was the early warning radar systems that have been deployed here, because this is a comprehensive control and command system, the integrated systems that work round the clock to avoid any of the threats from adversary and to give adversary a befitting reply. And also the air sentries have also been deployed here at one of the forward bases where this Akash Tir system has been deployed in the Jammu line of control, and this system has proved that why it is different from all. Reason being that it has not only decimated the 100% threats but also sent a message to the enemy that if they dare to come again, they will be met with the same reply. We have the officer from the Indian Army with us. Sir, किस तरह से इस एयर डिफेंस सिस्टम ने उस दिन काम किया, क्योंकि हमने देखा कि थ्रेट तो इस तरह से आ रही थी कि तकरीबन 1-1.5 घंटे में लग रहा था कि पाकिस्तान ने अपने सारे जो एसेट्स हैं वो डिप्लॉय कर दिए हैं।
जी उस समय आने वाले ड्रोन्स की संख्या काफ़ी थी, लेकिन हमारे जो ये डिप्लॉयड रडार्स हैं इन्होंने अपने टारगेट्स को बखूबी पकड़ा, सर्च किया और उसे डिटेक्ट किया। इस सर्च और डिटेक्ट टारगेट का डाटा हमने फायर कंट्रोल रडार्स में पास किया, और फायर कंट्रोल रडार्स के अपने साथ में लगे हुए वेपन सिस्टम से, जिसका रेट ऑफ फायर बहुत ही हाई है, उसके द्वारा सभी ड्रोन्स को एक एक करके मार गिराया।
सर, एक्यूरेसी परसेंटेज क्या रही, क्योंकि अगर आप मॉडर्न वर्ल्ड की बात करें तो किसी भी सिस्टम को जो है उसकी एक्यूरेसी परसेंटेज से जाना जाता है।
जी, मैं इस केस में हमारे एयर डिफेंस सिस्टम का एक्यूरेसी इन परसेंटेज 100% था। कोई भी ड्रोन अपने जो नापाक हरकतें थी उसको पूरा नहीं कर पाया।
सर, ऑपरेशन सिंदूर अभी भी जारी है, क्या एयर डिफेंस सिस्टम पूरी तरह से डिप्लॉयड है?
हम ऑपरेशन सिंदूर में सीज फायर होने के बाद अभी भी पूरी तरीके से तैयार हैं और हर प्रकार से सक्षम हैं।
सर, अगर कोई थ्रेट आती है तो कितना टाइम जो है वो लगता है इसे एनालाइज करने में और रिस्पॉन्स करने में?
इसे न्यूमेरिकल वैल्यूज़ में बता पाना मतलब मुश्किल है, बट आप ये समझिए कि विदिन सेकेंड
जो है they can respond to the situation that is coming out, and that is what makes the difference. This is the second important part. First is the integrated control and command system. The second is the early warning systems of the Akash Tir integrated system, and now the third portion that is very much important is the air defense guns. L-70 air defense gun system is one of the key features of the Akash Tir system, that is the integrated air control and command mechanism that works to thwart any attempt of the adversary. And right now we are at the AD guns. Yes, these are the AD guns of the Indian Defence Forces that have given adversary a befitting reply, and how they operate it, that is what we are going to show you. These troops of the Indian Army, they rush to the guns as soon as they get the information that there is an aerial threat. What makes a difference is this: 40 mm shell that is fired upon the adversary, and within a minute's time they can fire over 100 shells to the adversary, 300 shells in a minute's time, which means that adversary is left with no other option but to surrender before India, that the Pakistan has done by seeking this ceasefire that is on the 10th of May, because it was on the 10th of May only when Pakistani systems, they launched a massive attack on the Indian side. All the threats were area threats. All these threats have been sent by the Pakistan to destroy the vital installations of the Indian army, vital installations of the Indian armed forces. But all these were given a befitting reply, and with these special systems, they were able to give them a befitting reply. I have with me one of the soldiers from the Indian army. Will try to speak to them that how this entire system works, because this aerial defense system of the L-70 was the game changer for the Indian armed forces, because that day when Pakistan launched a comprehensive threat to the Indian side, that threat was foiled. साहब मुझे बताइए किस तरह से ये सिस्टम जो है वो पूरा काम करता है, क्योंकि 40 mm के जो शेल्स हैं वो फायर किए जाते हैं।
सर ये अपने टारगेट को लॉन्ग रेंज पे इफेक्ट करके ट्रैक करके दुश्मन के भेजे गए एयर टारगेट को ट्रैक करता है और डिस्ट्रॉय करता है, और ये दिन और रात ऑल वेदर दोनों में काम करने में महारत हासिल है।
These are not debris of the Pakistani drones that have been brought down by the Indian armed forces, but these are actually the debris of the Pakistani operations and the offensives that were launched against the India but were given a befitting reply. These are the classic examples of what the Akash Tir system has done to the barrage of drones that have been launched by the Pakistani side on 9th and 10th of May, and this was given a befitting reply. Right now we are at one of the forward locations of the Indian army, where the army has destroyed these drones that are being flown by the adversary. These are the drones and the UAVs that were sent across from the Pakistan to destroy and decimate some of the key bases of the Indian armed forces. But when it was given a befitting reply, they stood nowhere, and that is what makes the Akash Tir system of the Indian armed forces different, as it has achieved a cent percentile of its capabilities, as no enemy drone was able to get into the Indian territory. And this was actually on the day that Pakistan launched major offenses, and it was made with the same response. I have with me the officer from the Indian army. Sir, we saw that the Akash Tir system, it has worked in synchronization in such a level that we have gone beyond what the Iron Dome system was.
Yeah, firstly I would say that the air defense gunners are always ready 24/7 for any kind of such aerial activity by the enemy. Akash Tir system which you're talking about, it's a state-of-art system. It's a very potent air defense control and reporting system, wherein we get a real-time feed from all the radars at the same control center. It's an integrated air picture which we get. Yeah.
On the 10th of May, what actually transpired that you got into the action? It was not even a second's delay. Had it been there, things would have been different.
Yeah, there was no delay. Firstly, we were ready. We have air defense has to be ready all the time. We are ready all the time, 24/7. That time also we were ready, and we were expecting something to happen. As soon as we saw these drones, these swarm drones coming onto us, these were failed attempts by the enemy basically to carry out these attacks. We were able to effectively engage and neutralize all these targets by these systems, which you can see our guns and the radars, as well as the Akash Tir system, wherein we could destroy all the targets which were coming onto us, and there was no loss of any property, damage to any kind of equipment which was there.
So very precise, it was a cent percentile, 100% achievement that this system has done. And now these debris that proves the Pakistan's hand, that proves their friends Turkey and the China's involvement, this is going to expose it all, because these chips that have been recovered, these are going to be very crucial. Not only the India is looking for the outcome of this, but also the Five Eyes, they are also looking at the outcome of these chipsets, that what all comes out of this, and the Pakistan, the rogue state and its friends will be exposed with the Indian armed forces going full throttle.
And that's it on this edition of This Is Exclusive. We also have on display, the Indian Army has displayed the Chinese duds that were intercepted. We'll get you that in a short while. Thanks for watching.